Yo, what's up? It's LOZA, and this is my YCS Sydney journey, in the style of a vlog and probably a deck profile at the end. But yeah, shoutouts to the boys for making this trip pretty fun and epic, because otherwise it wasn't so fun because we were losing a lot of the time.
YUGIOH!
If you're just keen on the deck profile, feel free to skip to that, but I'll be talking about matchups and the journey and that kind of thing as we went along. So the venue was somewhere different this year. It's normally in the Sydney Olympic Park Millennium Room. This year was at Rose Hills Grand Pavilion, and it was really nice. What a great venue. You can probably see from the footage here. It was really spacious. Everyone had room. There was a dedicated eating area and food, like court-ish area. It was only small, but like it's better than YCS Sydney where there's literally nothing. So yeah, that was really cool. The vendors had some cracked cards. I managed to pick up some cool stuff, so yeehaw. And there was giant cards and winner mats, of course, so there was plenty of things to do in the side event category on day 2. But anyway, let's get back to day 1, because oh boy, it was a day, to say the least. So before round 1, I met the literal time wizard. So I asked him if all my coin flips could be heads from then on, and it didn't come true, so yep, F's in the chat, fellas. Also, Yassine was here. I didn't get any footage with him, but that sucks. But he was there, so that's cool. So round 1, I versed a Striker Malice player, and I got absolutely dismantled because, yeah, that deck's very good and plays like 9 Bestials in the main, so that hurt a lot. Round 2, I versed Malice again, and I will just say Bestials hurt me again, so yeehaw. So I'm 0-2 at this point. Coming up to round 3, and I finally get a win, and it's against Shining Sark of all things. So shout out to my opponent. He was a really cool guy. He was dressed up as Yugi, and we chatted about Shining Sark a lot because I told him that's actually one of the decks I play. So yeah, it was a good chat, so shout outs to that guy. Alright, round 4, my opponent was playing Malice again. I really just had a thing for Malice this tourney. And yeah, once again, I just can't open my lands. I can't see my Lanciers and my Chaos Hunters to save my life. And yeah, this guy was just lucky, but we somehow drew. So yep, go figure. We got a draw. So right now my score is 1-2-1, and I'm just like, wow, I'm probably out of the tournament already. But you know, we're going to stick it out one more round. So we go to the next round, and lo and behold, guys, we're versing Malice again. Oh no, actually, I'm versing Fire Kings. I lie. I'm thinking of the side events. I'm versing Fire Kings, and well, I had like 4 hand traps in my hand, and none of them could do anything to his cards. It was so weird. So yeah, I got screwed by that, and yeah, played into Nibiru in one of the games too, like a muppet, and yeah, ended with a score of 1-3-1, and said, yeah, I'm dropping. So yeah, YCS was fun, but I played terribly, did terribly, opened terribly. I had hands, well, without spoiling the deck I was playing, I just had hands with 4 hand traps and 1 spell that just doesn't quite do anything. So it was really rough. And the 4 hand traps don't really save your bacon, you are crying in the club. Anyway, I entered a bunch of side events, and the packs were good. Like, I got a bunch of packs and I pulled a barrel, so hell yeah. I'll be picking up that Primite engine soon. Keen to do that. Primite DM will be really cool. But here's where it gets insane. I hope you guys don't hate me, but I actually completely pivoted decks. I switched to playing the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up Primite, so I was playing a weird invoked Blue Eyes build. And part of it was cool and part of it was not great. I will definitely say the Primite build is 3 million times better than Invoked, but Invoked cost me no money because I already had it. So I just bought 3 structure decks and put my Invoke core in, and I was ready to go. So it was pretty fun. But yeah, I can definitely see why you should mix Primite with Blue Eyes and not Invoked. Now the main reason I did this was because sadly our deck is trash. Dark Magician is just right now in a state that's unplayable. The fact that Blue Eyes is still, you know, not the best deck, it's probably like tier 2, really says a lot, because versing Malice and Raziel was so hard. I played in a bunch of side events, winner mats and giant cards, and I versed Malice and Raziel every first round, and man, those decks are just leagues ahead of Blue Eyes. I know I don't have Primite once again, but it's just so true. They're just leagues ahead. So as much as people think this is a good format, it's still crazy to try to play your pet decks right now. Like, it feels insane. Malice has a non-target banish, 2 of them, one on a Link 3 and one on a trap, so Dragoon is just not an option right now. Like, Dragoon Turbo just feels really bad. And into Raziel, well, Detonator can beat into Dragoon, sadly, and there's no way to negate with Dragoon before that, because your opponent's summons all come from the hand and inherit most of the time. So it's hard to get that 1000 boost unless you like negate your own card before you pass. It's really awkward, but that's my thoughts on that. Let's get into the deck and what I actually play. So many one-card starters compared to Dark Magician's lack of starters, and it's the closest thing to an anime deck that felt viable. So of course we tried to max on consistency here. Triple Sage, because really good. Triple Maiden and Triple Wishes, kind of just 9 copies of everything you want, which does combo really nice with the Meltdowns and the Alisters. I was originally playing Triple Meltdown and Terraforming, but I found you would just brick on Alisters. This core is way worse than Primite because if you open Load and Barrel, you're chilling. But if you open Alistair and Meltdown, they're kind of useless together. Obviously, Meltdown can bait, but that's about it. Barrel Load actually does something. Alistair Meltdown doesn't. And opening the Invocation sucks, whereas opening Drill Beam can be good if you open the Vanilla, for example. So the Invoked package, while I cut it down to be less bricky, or less so that it would brick on itself, it still obviously was less consistently seen because of this. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 starters. I know Wishes isn't technically a one-card starter, but I still put it in this category because, you know, you discard and Maiden gets to it and all that. So these are kind of your 1-card, 2-card starters here. And we have a total of 13, which 13, which I thought would be good enough, but honestly, it felt like it could have been a bit higher. But yeah, just bricking on the Alistair package feels bad as well, so this is why I played such a small Alistair package. But we'll go through the rest of the Blue Eyes cards, because that is the end of the Invoke cards too. That was just kind of me showing you the starters of the deck and what you want to see in your opening hand. Then of course we've got double Blue Eyes. I chose to play the Cool Art and this Cool Art. They were my best arts I had. I chose to play the 1-brick Jet. You don't have to play the Jet. Jet's just kind of nice for protecting your board, but honestly with that much banish in the format, it's kind of a wasted card, so I don't know. The thing is, I liked Jet in testing, and then in the actual YCS I didn't like it at all, so it's just kind of funny how that worked out. Obviously you got to play 1 Mausoleum, 1 Raw, 1 True Light, 1 Majesty. It's just one-ofs because these are all very searchable. And, you know, Wishes kind of has the thing... Whoop, wrong one. Wishes has that effect where it can only set, you know, new named stuff. And I found out the hard way that Mausoleum cannot be added off Wishes, which really sucks. So, yeah, just if you've searched all your other search targets with Wishes, you can't search Mosque either, so that sucks. You just can't resolve your Wishes then, which is really bad. Pretty much these cards are at 1 because they're either highly searchable or they're kind of mid. Or a little bit of both. So yeah, it makes sense why these are all at 1. And the bricks, yeah, you don't want to play 3 Blue Eyes. It's the same as Dark Magician, guys. Anyone playing more than 2 is trolling. Even though Jet's technically a 3rd brick, this card can do cool stuff, and you can summon it off Raw if you have a vanilla on the field already, which is really nice. But yeah, let's get on to the going second card / the hand trap engine, because there is a lot to go over here. We played the 1 Tactics. No one called by, never brick because they're at 1, but also never consistent. But I mean, called by's at 1 anyway. I'll take them off the screen so we can go through every hand trap. We played triple Bestial, which is 1 Magna, 1 Druid, 1 Boldrake, just so I could open all 3 and still use all 3 in a turn. Cards are insane. I really do think Magna Mod should be banned. It's too silly. DD Crow with a body and a search, it's dumb. A potential disruption and body extender and searcher, it's very silly. Drill Swam's also very good, but I don't know, I think Magna's worse. Anyway, triple Ash, because card good. Triple Nib, because blowout, hand trap, very good. Just double Ogre, which was fine. I misplayed Ogre quite a bit at the event, actually, which made me wish I didn't play it. That's more a player skill gap. And then just triple Vela and triple Imperm. And of course, we have cards like Wishes that can search a Vela, and Sage that can search Vela. So Vela feeling really crazy in this build. Not also that, but sometimes you just have Mausoleum up, which I've just lost Mausoleum. Sometimes you have Mosque up and you literally just normal summon Vela, go into the Blue Eyes Link 1 to start some plays. So I didn't mind the hand trap lineup. I probably could have cut Ghost Ogre for more starters, but the only other starters I could have played was the Neo Kaiser Seahorse and another Meltdown. So do with that what you will. This isn't in quite the order I want it to be. This is kind of in the order of how I summoned them, so let me just fix that up real quick. So they're kind of more so with their engine. So we've got the double Blue Eyes Spirit, Card's very good, considered playing 3. Spheres, considered playing a second as well. These cards are just really good for early game and for grind game. Sometimes I just wanted to make a second Spheres and wanted a third Spirit, so like, no hate, try that stuff if you're keen on it. Double Spirit Dragon, one of the best cards in the extra deck. Its tag out options we played were the new Synchro, the Ultimate Spirit, which, yeah, I mean, makes sense. We also played one Lightstorm Dragon and one Azurize. So yeah, I'm an Azurize enjoyer. It only got summoned once anyway, but my Spirits I mainly got a Nibiru before I made Spirit, or I got Bestial on Maiden Summon, so that was a bit awkward. The Primate engine can play through, Bestial's a bit better. This engine I found could not with the Invoke stuff, but anyway, one Indigo. One Indigo was a bit of a meme, but I did enjoy it. I think I won a game with it, but it's pretty mid, to be honest. If you could just make it with any level 8s, it'd be a lot better, but has to be dragons, and the vanilla gets stuck under it, then you're kind of screwed. Tyrant Dragon actually opted to play 2. The second did come up once, but I don't think it mattered too much. Tyrant can set traps, so being able to reset Majesty's insane. True Light's pretty good as well. But more than that, you can just reset Imperm, which I've just lost once again. But yeah, reset Imperm's also just good, so that's really cool. And then we go into the Invoke Fusions, which is going to be 2 Mechaba and a Poker Trio. I was playing YUGIOH in testing. It probably would have been good, and I kind of missed Droll just in the build in general. I'm not sure, it's hard to tell, but anyway, this is what I played, and I can successfully say it's okay. It's not great, it's just mid, it's kind of fun. I can show you the typical game plan, but like honestly, there's not a lot going on there, but yeah, let's go through it, because typically you want to open up your Alistair and your Sage. Alright, so happy days if you're opening Alistair and Sage. We're going to start with normal summon Alistair. Everyone knows what this bad boy does. We're going to go ahead and add Invocation to the hand. Link away that Alistair into the graveyard, and you're going to make that Blue Eyes Link 1. Spirit is going to get you Mausoleum, so you can activate that. You can just go Mausoleum, target the Spirit right here. That's going to give you the vanilla Blue Eyes in the grave. Obviously you could invo here, but I don't recommend it. You can though. I think best thing to do here is normal summon Sage. Go Sage effect to get Maiden. And now go Maiden effect, activating True Light from your deck. Now I say to use Spirit to summon Blue Eyes. Effective Maiden to summon. Now of course this is already 5 summons, which is kind of the problem. You can activate Invo a bit earlier, but yeah, it's a bit awkward because sometimes you miss Maiden Summon and sometimes you don't. But anyway, it's normally better to not do it this way. This is kind of the greedy way. We get to Mechaba, but it's like a 7th summon or 6th summon. And then you get an Invo recycle, so put Invo back in the deck and put the Alistair back in your hand. We still haven't used True Light, which is pretty big. You're going to be able to sync away now. Go into your first Spirit. You can now True Light and go and get the Trap or Roar. That's really up to you. I personally really like getting the Trap. I also seem to always open a vanilla, so getting the Trap always seems like super good value. Now we're going to set the Trap off True Light. Yeah, we've kind of just got this extra Maiden here that, you know, you could do something with, but I guess you could Roar and sync again into second Spirit, but yeah, this is also just an option, just end on this. But yeah, that's just one of the ways you can do it. There's a bunch of other ways. I don't even think that was the optimal one, but that hand works a little better when you just open Maiden. You don't actually need to normal summon the Sage, like you just don't have Sage at all. But yeah, anyway, that's kind of what I was doing, and I kind of got wrecked. But yeah, if you like playing Invoked, definitely give this a try because it's fun and it's cheap. But yeah, if you have Primate, just play that. It's 100% better. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll have some Dark Magician content coming up for you very soon. Do not stress about that. I know Blue Eyes is a bit of a shift, but this was more so just for YCS because testing was getting intense. I'll probably drop a more vlog style video, just chatting, a more podcast style video, sorry, just chatting about why I switched to Blue Eyes, because if people care, I'll do a rant about it. But yeah, long story short, it's very frustrating to play DM at locals for a month, so I switched to this and I had a lot of fun. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.